Hello, it's me. I'm Austin, and today I'm going to be challenging myself, clearing my mind by speaking about this orange. Just talking about this orange. I think it's an orange for an hour straight, and I just got to keep talking about it for an hour. So here we go. I mean, it's an orange. I think it's the only fruit that that is the same thing as a color. It's like red, blue, yellow, green. There's not fruits. They're not even food. Like I can't think of any other food products to where the color is just the food name. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, it's shaped like a ball. So reminds me of basketball. Used to play basketball back in about elementary school up to middle school. Played on clubs, played on my school teams, middle high school. Um, those are good times, man. But then COVID hit, and I really screwed up my whole momentum with basketball. That's quite unfortunate, I'll be honest. But I think I did eat a lot of oranges throughout the days, throughout those days especially. I was definitely very well nutrition. Shout out my family, my mom, my dad. My mom used to be a Chinese medicine doctor, so she was very strict about my health and all that, like to stay healthy, be fit and all that. Mostly get good grades, so yeah, she made me eat a lot of oranges. Oranges actually have started growing on me. I'm gonna be honest. Like throughout all these years, I don't have a script by the way. This I literally just came down. It's 2 a.m. by the way. I don't know how I can prove that without showing you my phone, but just trust me. I'm in the garage right now in the car at 2 a.m. recording this because I really need to clear my mind. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna be talking about orange for an hour. But like I was saying, I digress. Fuck was I saying? I like oranges. They're pretty good. They've grown on me. I used to not really like it too much because it had that citrusy kind of taste, which I know a lot of people do like, but it's really to each its own. There's people who don't like apples, raspberries, kiwis, which I love, and it kind of boggles my mind sometimes if you really think about it. How does someone like not like something that you love? I know it's such a like a selfless thought or selfish thought, and you don't take account of other people's fucking. I don't even fucking know. I'm saying fucking a little too much. It's a family friendly channel. Let me shut my bum ass up. Stop cursing so damn much. That's another problem I have. Whenever I get like a little bit lost for words, I just start spamming curse words. I'll start spamming my old. So I gotta help with that. But oranges, man, it's shaped like a planet. Like those things up in the sky, like Mars, Venus. What is it? Mars, then Venus? Or is it Venus and Mars? No, it's Mercury. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's a sneaky one. Mercury. Mercury, Venus. Wait, Mercury, Venus, Earth, then Mars, then Jupiter? I don't actually remember, but how many planets are there? There's like Mars, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, um, Uranus, Pluto. Yo, Pluto used to be a planet. It's not even a planet anymore. Yo, I just thought of it. Fuck Pluto. Pluto's just like an absent father. Like, where the fuck did Pluto go? You can't just leave the solar system. Like, the fuck? Like, you can leave for a bit, but you gotta get your ass back. You got curfews too. You can't just your whole ass fucking planet. You got gravity to take care of. Get your bum ass back, blue ass motherfucker. Like, Pluto can't just leave. I don't understand how scientists just say like Pluto left our solar system in 2014 or some fuck shit. Like, no, the fuck it didn't. Drag its bum ass back. What do you mean it left? Like, like what? Oh, I'm just leave school and just go become a road runner. Risk taker. Like, I guess I could do that, but it's not optimal. And obviously, I'm very rooted by my parents. I'm never gonna do some dumb shit like that. However, to each its own. It's not even dumb shit to a lot of people. Some people make it by doing that shit. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is Pluto can't just leave our solar system. The fuck? What the fuck is that noise? I don't think you can hear it because I have a good I have a good. I don't know what to say. I don't know what it's called. I have a good. What the fuck? Why is the car behind me making noises? I don't even know, but yeah, no, Pluto can't just leave our solar system. The fuck, like that shit makes no sense. Jesus, like Dragon's bump. Why is it getting louder? Yo, shut the fuck up, piece of shit ass car. Fuck. Sorry, I digress. Also, I might have a little bit of ang- anger management issues. Definitely not. I don't think so. But I definitely gotta, watch my, just calm my bum ass down. So let's keep talking about this orange right here. It's a really nice orange, to be honest. I hope, I don't squish it too much to this 1 hour recording, which I probably will, to be honest. But yeah, it's a big ass ball, man. You can kind of palm it. It's a great ball. It reminds me of baseball. Wow, I've actually been to a baseball game before. I believe it was the Dodgers versus the Arizona Diamondbacks back in back when I was in elementary school, maybe fourth grade. It was pretty early on. I've never been to a baseball game since. MLB, Major League Baseball, some shit like that. It was really fun. The game wasn't really that fun to watch. I'll be honest, kind of a boring sport in my opinion. I know I'm gonna get some shade for that, um, especially from Americans, but fellow Americans. But I'm not a big fan of baseball, to be honest. I do like the atmosphere though. Like the crowd is, when there's like a loud crowd, it's just like a good atmosphere. But I don't really enjoy watching the sport for the sport itself. The hot dogs in the stadiums are good though, a little expensive, but it's how it is. Like airport food, stadium food, they're always going to be expensive because that's how they make a profit. I also have some throat problems. Sorry, my bad. It's not from sucking dick, by the way. I'm a straight man. Don't ever say that shit in the comments. If I see that, I'm banning you permanently. With that being said, orange quite nice. I'm not that hungry right now, so I'm not tempted to take a bite out of this. It is a ball though. Kind of reminds me of testicular cancer. I believe that's when one of your balls are bigger than the other, or maybe that's another thing. I have no idea. But speaking of, that's something that ever since I've been informed of, that a sign of cancer is if one of your balls is bigger than the other. I've actually been doing the ball check pretty much every time I go to the shower, where I use one hand, place it on my balls and start juggling it a little bit just to feel the size and proportions of it to see if any grew or any shrank. Just to make sure just to keep my sperm in check, if that makes any sense. So I got something in my throat. My bad. I'm good now. Hopefully I didn't wake my family up. By the way, it is 2 a.m. I'm not even joking, but fuck, it's only been 7 minutes. I've got to yap about this for an hour. You know what? I got this shit, man. Come on now. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do I think I am? Balls, man, balls, testicular cancer. It also reminds me of murder, to be honest. If you think about it, if you threw a baseball really hard at someone's head, that could be instant death. And there's many ways to it's actually crazy if you think about it, because there's so many ways to murder someone. Like it's genuinely insane how many ways you can murder. Like you can literally kill everybody. Like you don't have to be fucking like it doesn't matter how big or small you are. You have the capabilities of killing anybody on this planet. Anybody. Even like the most hot John Jones, man. If you guys know who John Jones is, I'm a big UFC fan, by the way. I might segue into that in a little bit, but John Jones, I guess a little bit debated now, but for the most part, he's considered the greatest fighter of all time, MMA fighter of all time. Big as fuck too. I think 6'4". He was mostly at light heavyweight, but he made a recent heavyweight debut, like not recent, like 3 years ago, like 2021. Beat Cyril Gane. That was a great. I was actually really surprised. I remember I was recording a Clash Royale video, and I thought to myself, like, okay, this fight will probably last a little bit of time, even though it is heavyweight, but it is Cyril Gane. It'll probably last a little bit of time. So let me just record this shit real quick, and then I'll watch it. But then boom, after I finish recording, he already choked his ass out. I think guillotine round one. Fucking insane. With that being said, even someone like John Jones, a regular, random, even a below regular human being, can just kill him on any given day. Is that crazy? I'm not talking about like a mano a mano fisticuff fight. I'm talking about like in society. There's guns, there's knives. Like anybody can kill anybody on any given day. I could strangle a baby right the fuck now if I wanted to. I'm not going to. Obviously, I'm not a horrible person. I'm not a horrible person, but if I wanted to, I could find a baby somewhere in a neighbor's home, sneak in, and strangle it to death. Now, I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never going to, I promise. Hand on the Bible. I don't have a Bible. Wait, I'm starting to smell this orange now. I think I'm holding it too much to where I'm putting like a little bit of like cracks in it. So like some of the juices are seeping out and I can actually smell it. That smells fresh. I wonder if I open my mouth big enough, I can put the whole thing in. Probably not. I don't know. Probably not. I don't have that big of a mouth, to be honest. Metaphorically, I probably do. I yap a lot, but in terms of like physically, like I can't really open my mouth that wide. My jaw has to like expand. I do have a big ass head though, proportionally to the rest of my body. Like my head is big. I don't know if you guys can tell. You probably can, but it looks kind of normal-ish now because I've been staring at myself all of these 18 years. But it's still disproportionately big, and I do recognize that. I don't really care too much though. But honestly, I never really cared too much about what other people think to me about me. The only times I ever do is to use it to kind of like motivate myself to lock the fuck in the gym, or just getting in good ass shape. Cause Loki, I'm a little bit I've been Loki honest. I kind of need more people talking shit about like my physical appearance, cause I gotta lock back in, man. And I Loki work a lot better under motivation, so I kind of need some of that. I'm fucking yeah, I'm fucking fat, bro. I used to have abs, but not anymore, bro. Just straight nothing. Is what it is. I'll get that shit back. Don't your boys worry. I can juggle, you know. I can juggle two balls. I don't have a demonstration, second ball to demonstrate, but I could juggle two. I've actually thought of juggling three before. I might make a video about learning skills in like 5 hours or some shit. That might be one of them. Learn how to juggle three balls. I can only do two, but yeah, no, I can really use some orange juice right now. I'm not even joking. Like just squeeze this in a cup, like make some homemade pure orange juice. I'm not talking about the Clash Royale YouTuber, man. Orange juice. Speaking of orange juice, man, that motherfucker ghosted me. Not really ghosted. He actually did respond. But you guys remember about 2 years ago, back before I even did a face reveal, I called him out. It was when my channel first started hitting an upward trajectory, so I started gaining confidence to call out YouTubers such as Orange Juice, B Rad, Ken, and out of all of those three, ironically enough, Ken was the only one who actually not just responded, but also made a video with me and has kept in contact with me since. So shout out Ken, man. I fucking love you, Ken. Thank you so much, brother. Genuinely the most humble person, humble big creator I've um I've ever interacted with. Everybody else, I mean, to be fair, I kind of understand it too, because OJ is like 36. That's my Chinese brother. I don't want to bash him too much, but I'm just speaking my heart. He is like 36, so he's got a whole like he probably have wife and kids. I don't even know much about him, but yeah, like I don't expect a 36-year-old man to just is he 36? I don't know. I don't have the research right now because I'm using my phone to record, but I don't have the capabilities right. It's bad if I'm putting my foot out the window, man. You guys can't even see it, but yeah, no, he's like 36, I think, about that age. So I'm not super surprised by any means. You know, I was never butthurt, but I was a little butthurt about B Rad, but I kind of assumed that as well because from from what he portrays on YouTube, he's a lot more like he doesn't do collabs. So like obviously, that's what I was expecting, but I don't know. I don't know. No shade though. I fucking love B Rad. He's given me a lot of inspiration throughout my life, man. A lot of inspiration. I'm sure there's one time while I was eating apples where I thought about B-Rad or been watching B-Rad. So, or not apples, oranges. One of the topic oranges. I probably misspoke a lot of times in this video already, but yeah, there's probably been. Wait a damn second. What if my mic dies mid recording? I never even charged this mic. I just got it recently. I just used it. I never charged it. I don't know what batteries is at. I don't know how to check. It is what it is, man. Oranges, man. Telling you, man, orange juice, yarn, caught him out to a 1v1 in Clash. He actually did respond to it on a live stream. He said he saw it and he declined. So at least he responded. So I really appreciate that. Like that made my day, even though he didn't say yes. Just because he acknowledged, he didn't ego, he acknowledged, and he just said no. Like that's really all I can. I know there's people out there who, if you say no, they'll be like, why not? And they kind of use that as like an open entry to conversation and start yapping. But I've never been one of those people. Like no just means no. I'll leave you alone. Like not even joking. I've always been that kind of person. And I guess it's not great for business. Like if you really want to promote yourself, you got to just keep bugging and just keep trying. You know, it is what it is. It's gonna be douchebaggy, but it is what it is. Some things got to tough out in life, but I've never been that kind of person, and I know it's you don't really want to gamble that shit. I found myself doing that too. Like sometimes when I read DMs, like I want to respond, but I kind of have the inkling that there's gonna start yapping if I respond, and I can't respond to every DM, of course. There's been a lot, man, and it's just not fair. Like if I respond to some, I don't respond to others. So a lot of times, like if I see like a wholesome like if I get an Instagram DM and it's like wholesome, I'm accepting it and I'm just hearting it. I probably won't respond though, because you know you never know what kind of person they are. They might start yapping. I really don't got time for that. I got a lot of shit going on in my life, but I'm not even joking. I don't really talk. I don't talk about anything. Not anything. I don't talk about most things personal in my life, but they take up a lot of my time. And a lot of my a lot of my stress too. I guess I don't really like saying stress though, because I feel like that's some pussy shit. I've been raised very traditionally Chinese. My parents are very stoic, by the way. Both my mom and my dad, like they're like all business. You know, they're just all business. You know, I never even seen my parents. The only one time I've ever seen my mom cry before. I never seen my dad cry. Only one time I've ever seen my mom cry was when my grandma passed away a couple months ago, maybe half a year ago at this point, maybe a little more, like 7 months ago. But that was the only time I've ever seen my mom cry, and she's very stoic. They're very hard headed. Our parents, very traditional. I think that's the best word to put it, and that's how I grew up. So that's kind of how that's the mindset I had. Like even when I think of the word like stress, I don't know why, but instinctively I just think like that's some pussy shit. Like why am I even getting stressed? Just lock in, bro. That's just a mental problem, and I can get through that. It's not a physical problem. It's not something that I can't overcome. You know, it's just get good sleep, lock the fucking. And that's also something controversial that I've always wanted to talk about. That is that depression, right? I don't know if I should bring this up. I know a lot of people go through depression. I acknowledge that it exists, but I also think personally that for some people, let me word this very carefully. Right? I don't really give a shit about cancel culture or any of that. I'm speaking my personal opinion, but I also don't really want to be insensitive because, believe it or not, even though I was raised very traditionally, I can be a little empathetic. Like, come on, give me I'm holding an orange in my head, in my head. Fuck me, I'm already misspeaking. Jesus. Like, when was the last time you saw someone holding an orange? And I'll be a good ass person. That's me right here. Good ass. No, I'm kidding. I'm really not. But like I was saying, the thing about depression is that I think it is really real. But I also think some people don't get it. I think it's kind of like cancer almost, like a more common cancer, to where a lot of people do get depressed, even seasonally depressed and shit like that. But I also think some people don't, and thankfully, I don't think I'm one of the people who I don't get depressed. I really don't. I get sad. I feel sadness. The fuck. I feel anger. I'll be honest. Most of the times, the two things I'm feeling are three things are either nothing, happiness, or anger. I really, really rarely feel sadness. The only times I ever really feel sadness is not even, but like the only times I can think of that I really feel sadness is when like it's just shit with my parents, I guess. I've had some parental issues growing up and shit. I'm not gonna get into that at all. That's not something for the public to hear about with respect to my family and just in general. I don't really want to talk about it, but this is stuff that I've talked to Saxon about. If you guys know who Saxon is, new to this channel, it's my probably my closest YouTube buddy. Definitely a friend, a good friend. But yeah, no, I don't really think I get affected by like depression. I do get sad. I do feel emotions, of course. I'm not an empath, I guess. I always thought that word was kind of weird. I don't know why, because when I think of like sociopath and like psychopath, and I think of empath, I kind of group those together. But empath is actually like a good thing. You're just a guy who's able to like communicate emotionally. I think something like that. And I actually think my EQ is pretty decent, if I'm being honest. Like I always thought that. Like I really do. I do things with intent, if that makes any sense. And sometimes I might do something to where people thinks my EQ is not great, but it's more just because I don't want to do that thing, and I'm thinking more selfishly. I'm like selfishly avoiding a topic where like, how the fuck did I even get on this topic from speaking about a goddamn orange, man? Jesus Christ, orange juice, man. Yarn, man. OJ yarn. My cat doesn't like yarn. I think a lot of cats do, but mine never did. I have one cat. She's about 12 years old right now. Xena. Her name is Xena. She's a red tabby, even though she's orange. I don't know why. Why orange colored tabbies are considered red tabbies, but on the document she was classified as a red tabby. Maybe the person who classified that was colorblind. I'm not too sure. Or maybe just blind. I took a wild guess because red and orange are pretty similar. If you're being honest, like red is basically just like or orange is basically like a lighter red or something like that. I'm not actually too sure, but anyways, I do want to go back to what I was talking about with depression because I do want to ask you guys some questions. Whoever's watching this video, whoever may be watching this video, But yo, imagine if I choke on an orange and die. That'd be a horrible way to go out. By the way, sorry, I just segued from my topic like for the fifth time. But yeah, let me finish that first. Depression, right? I never think that really affected me much because the worst I've ever had was like sadness for a couple of days. But then I just locked the fuck back into my work. Even if I don't lock in, which honestly, I have a lot of like I don't call it depression, but there's a lot of times, like month periods, where I get really lazy, and I just start like doom scrolling and like binge watching videos and not being able to focus on my homework or my YouTube shit. And I'll be honest, a lot of times when I have like week long hiatuses on my channels, it's because of that. It's not because of lack of time. Um, it's more just because I think at least that this I'm just something's wrong in my head and I'm not able to focus. It's definitely not depression or anything. I don't feel sadness by anything. It just like I'm just retarded, quite frankly. And I just start like I do something for 5 minutes and just watch a video real quick. It's one of those and like I want to go eat something. That's low key how I get fat too. Is because when I go through that phase and low key I was going through. I still kind of am going through that phase right now. I cut down. I used to be like 180 pounds, which is pretty big for me, maybe even 185. But then Loki, just a couple months ago, I cut down to 160. I even hit the 150s for the first time. I was like 159 point something, which is crazy for me. It's like skin and bones for me, man. Um, but then now I'm literally back at 170 because I went through like that small phase shit again. Where I'm just eating, binge watching shit, and not locking on any of my work. Not schoolwork, not YouTube shit, which I'm very ashamed of myself for. Uh but it is what it is. I lock the fuck back in. That's life. Up, down is what it is, a sine graph. But I will lock the fuck back in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna lock in right the fuck now. That happened with YouTube uploads, which is good. I've been a lot more consistent on both channels for like the past week, and I'm very proud of myself for that shit. That means I'm getting myself back on a good track. And schoolwork's been pretty decent too. I do have all A's actually. Believe it or not, I got fucking all A's. I have a 4.0 GPA unweighted in a high school. Not trying to flex or anything. I'm saying this more as a surprise because I was not a good student at all. And I have a 4.0 right now in community college. And right now it's actually college admission. So I'll be getting um, college admission decisions in a couple of weeks. I already got like 5 or 6 colleges. I'm not going to say any because it's more personal. But I did get accepted to all of them so far. They're not the super good ones. One of them's decent, or maybe even two, but I think one of them's decent. No, one of them's decent. And I'm happy I got to that with the major I chose as well. So that's great. The major I chose, by the way, was business major. So I got a business school in one of the schools already, and that's I'm pretty happy about that. That's like a good fallback if I don't get accepted to. I think there's 4 more schools that I need to wait for uh decisions with, and 2 of them I'm very very not confident with. 2 of them, one of them, I'm like 60% sure I'll get in, and the other one, I literally have no fucking clue. Like I just don't know. I don't know how competitive it is. I don't know like if they take into account this and that. So yeah, that's that. That's I look even thinking about it a little bit. I never gave a shit about college. I'll be honest. I'm a fake Asian. I never cared about academics too much. Like I really didn't. Like it would go through one year and out the other. I would have to fucking study a whole goddamn module or a whole goddamn chapter of something just to pass a small chapter test because I forget all the fucking information. I can't retain shit because it's never on my mind. I don't give a shit about academics. Fuck academics. I really don't like it. I don't like doing school. It sounds, I'm gonna sound like such a bum, but I genuinely enjoy just, I like making content. I like doing physical activities. Like I really don't enjoy school, and I really don't see a path of life that is through academics. I think I can help for sure, especially if I take business school. But I don't know. I really don't know. It sounds so fucked up because fucking Asian man. Oh look at this. I'm holding the orange like this. But yeah, no, it's kind of unfortunate because I'm not very big on academics. I think my older brother. I have one older brother. He definitely got the better gene, I guess, in information retention because he does a lot. Actually, I have a better GPA than him technically, but he's definitely the smarter one, if that makes sense. I can't really explain it. Like out of my brother and I, You can clearly tell he's definitely the more educated one, but I get the better grades in him just because I try harder to get a good grade. But he's just more naturally smart. Like he reads something, he just remember it, and he reads a lot and shit like that. I don't. I'm more of the guy who like I see an exam like okay, I have to study this, this, this. Let me just remember this, do it for the test, good, get an A, and then just forget all that shit. Like that. That's more me. And is that good? Not really, if you really think about it, because there's no passion behind it. Clearly, I feel like if you remember shit, that means you have a good memory. But also remembers it also really means you like kind of care about it and you want to do something with said information with your life. It's also good. I've been trying to I've been trying to be more smart. I'll be honest, cause I'm low key retarded. You know, don't let the ethnicity and the glasses fool you. I'm high key retarded. Um, you can probably tell if you watch my if you watch more than three of my videos, you can probably tell. So yeah, I'm not really too sure where I'm gonna go from here. To be honest, I'm gonna move into college in like a college dorm or like a studio nearby. I do actually want to live off campus so I can have more space. I would like a single dorm as well, like a single studio, so I can lock the fucking on content without bothering people. Because I'm a loud ass piece of shit. I'm gonna have to calm myself down a little bit though, because you know neighbors and shit. But with that being said, man, like I don't know what I'm saying. With that being said, that's usually what I say when I make an outro for a video. But we're not even halfway done with this shit. I gotta speak for an hour about this fucking piece of shit ass orange I didn't even talk about. I could use an orange right now. I can't lie. My mouth is getting very dry. I can just bite it. I'm not going to. Not going to. I could strangle a baby right now if I wanted to. Sorry, that just came on my mind again. Like, you know how easy it is. Okay, you know what? Let me avoid this topic actually. Yo, what's going on in Iran, man? I've been hearing about that shit. I'm not trying to talk about no politics or anything. Like just straight up logic, right? Just straight fucking rocket to King Tower, 3 crown win. Like, how the fuck did that even happen? How did that concur? Jesus, explosive. That was bad, bad. No bomb, no bomb. Bomb bad, bomb kill babies that could be strangled too, if you really think about it. I'm not okay. Fuck. Let me make this very fucking clear. I will never, ever put my hands on a baby or a woman or a child unless they deserve that shit. But even then, it would have to be like something super convincing. The only thing that I can ever think of like putting my hands on is another like grown man. But not for no stupid ass reason. You know, I'm not that kind of man. I'm speaking my intrusive thoughts right now. Like I'm just trying to say like you guys on any like if you see me, you can just fucking I'm not saying to do this, but like just to give like a more clear example to show I'm not a fucking weirdo. It's just a thought, right? Like you can take this orange right now. Let's just say I'm like intoxicated. I'm out cold, you know. I'm just like sleeping. I'm not waking up. You can take this orange and just kill me with it. Like it's not hard. You can just use anything to kill. You can use. I mean, obviously you can use your hands. You can use like a pencil, like shove it down your throat, clog the esophagus, and just kill someone. Just stab it through the like fucking Adam's apple. Oh, I thought of that before. Like, you know, there's people who have Adam's apple who like really stick out. I think mine's pretty normal, but the people who has like the really sticked out Adam's apple, like, fuck me, man. One like, imagine you're playing like pop the balloon, but everyone's blindfolded. Boop! You actually pop the, fucking cooked. It's raps, man. You never taste the taste of oranges ever again because you'll be 6 feet under, man. Jesus. Yeah, no. Let me segue away from that topic. That's not a great topic. What do I even want to talk about? Orange. Whole point of this video, talk about this orange. I don't remember the last time I peeled an orange. I'll be honest, my parents they give me a lot of like fruits, like this pre-peeled, or they peel it for me because you know they're W parents. And I don't remember the last time I peeled it myself. I know I sound hella privileged saying that, but shout out parents, man. I don't remember the last time I like took an orange and just straight peeled it. The only fruit I really do that with is banana nowadays. My parents are like, if you have Asian parents, you know, like they give you hella fruits and shit. Like cut it up, wash it up. It's like an Asian thing, I'm pretty sure. Maybe East Asian. I don't want to say the whole of Asia because it's a pretty big continent. In the East, you got people who look like me. In the North, you got people who look more like people from the Caucasus, like Russians. But not like the blonde hair, blue eye Russians, more like the Muslim Russians. Um, or Christian, more like the black haired Muslim, black haired Russians, something like that. But they also kind of look Asian too. Like if you look at Kazakhstani people like Shavkat Rakhmonov, like he looks kind of Asian, but he also looks kind of European. It's like one of those mix. If you look at North Asia, if you look at West Asia, I think they're more Caucasian looking for sure. Like people from Turkey, which I don't know if that's all in Asia. I think part of Turkey might be in Europe as well. No, I don't think so actually. I think it's considered in Asia. But countries like Turkey, yeah, in West Asia, they look white as fuck. I think there's a Middle East, which I never really think about this, but the Middle East is in Asia. I'm pretty sure. So all the Middle Eastern people, they're technically also Asians. I know they're never considered it, but if it's in the continent of Asia, I guess you're just Asian. And the people from South Asia, Indians, they're a lot darker. They're more like, I think they're more similar to Africans, and that might have been some Pangea related thing. I have no idea. It's kind of crazy actually if you think about it, because a lot of people from North India do look almost like Asian, like Chinese, like East Asian. I guess that kind of makes sense because China does actually border India, so there's got to be some overlapping near the border. I'd imagine. I think there's some big ass mountains separating the two countries, though. But yeah, that makes a lot. What other countries border China? I think Bhutan might. I think China. I think North Korea does as well. If I'm not mistaken. I've actually been to South Korea before. If you guys don't know. That was I went by cruise when I was like 5 years old. I don't remember too much about it. I remember specifically actually we couldn't stay for too long. Wait, did we go to North Korea? I don't remember. I just do remember being that cruise. We literally walked off land. Like the cruise stopped, we got off and we walked around like land. Like it was like a straight like island land for like 20 minutes, and then we got back on the cruise and left. Like it was such a weird thing. I gotta ask my parents about that. What was that? It was a big ass cruise too. There's like a whole school in there as well, like an academy. We spent like a week on that cruise. Um, yeah, that's interesting, man. That's really interesting. No, now that I think about it, I don't remember if I've ever had an orange in China. Those who don't know, I'm Chinese ethnically. Um, ethnically, but not nationality wise. Nationality wise, I'm American. I have an American passport, American like visa, green card, all that. I'm an American citizen, so shout out America, God bless America. But ethnically, I am Chinese, and I was born and raised in China actually for the first 7 years of my life. And I would actually be a dual citizen. I would choose to be a dual citizen if they allowed it, but I don't think they do. Um, due to other reasons. But yeah, when I lived in China, I don't ever remember having oranges. What do we even have? We had like other, we had like Chinese fruits, but they're not even like they're not super weird fruits. I don't think. Did we? No, we had like some weird, like a small spherical white ball. I remember we used to have that had like a big nut in the middle. I forgot what it's called, but it looked like it was like really shiny when you peeled it. It was like this size. It was like a sphere, and then there's like a nut in the middle, like a big ass nut in the middle, and it tasted kind of good. I still have it once in a while when I visit China, which I do once every summer most of the time. I don't know if I would this summer though because I love seeing my aunts and my uncles and my family because literally all my family is in China besides one of my cousins who also came to America, immigrated when he was 17 by himself, by the way, without family. Um he's in Washington right now. Shout out my uncle, shout out Ben. I don't think he's watching this video, but shout out Ben, the big Ben. But yeah, no, all the rest of my family is in China, and I love seeing them. I definitely feel a bit of a disconnect, I'll be honest, because I'm very westernized now. My English is better than my Mandarin. My Mandarin's not the best, I'll be honest. I could definitely hold up a conversation, only in the Mandarin dialect, though. There's a lot of dialects in Chinese, and my mom's side of the family is from a place called, well, actually, I'm not going to dox, but my mom's side of the family from a much more rural, like village area that speaks a different dialect called I'm also not gonna say that actually. I don't know. Weird people on the internet. Let's keep my family's private info private. Um, but yeah, no, that I mean I can understand them perfectly fine because except for the super heavy ones, but for the most part I can understand the dialect perfectly fine because my mom speaks it. So like she's always spoke to me that way, and I reply back in English. But when I do it in Chinese, it'll be in Mandarin. Fuck. I just lost my train of thought. You saw my eyes close for a sec. I'm getting tired, man. It's not like it's fucking 2 a.m. I've been yapping for 35 fucking minutes about nothing. I'm not even talking about this orange anymore. Fuck this orange. Fuck this orange. I'm just gonna talk about some random shit. I don't give a damn. But yeah, no, my parents, my mom's side of the family. I love visiting that place. I love that city, by the way. It's like a village city area. It's like very mountainous. A lot of green, tall ass, beautiful, luscious green mountains. It's very village like too. So imagine like those village buildings, traditional. You see them in Europe too. When I was in Europe, I saw a couple of those buildings too. It was very sick. Um, but I was in Europe in freshman year of high school, by the way, 2021, I believe. That was actually really fun. I would have had a lot more fun though if it wasn't a school trip because there's a lot of restrictions. Plus, we were like 14, 15 years old, so they definitely had to supervise us too. We were little bitch kids. Um, but yeah, I went to like Austria. Then we passed by Munich. We went to Czech Republic and those places. I actually have a souvenir from Austria. It's like a bracelet. Low key, I'll be honest. I think I got scammed by that shit, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It cost like $50. It's supposed to be like this kind of nice rock, but it looks fake as shit. I probably got scammed. It is what it is, though. Scamming tourists happens in every country. With that being said, though, yeah, no, this place where my mom's from, it's fucking sick, man. Think of these massive mountains and shit. It's genuinely sick. I love it. I it's such a beautiful place. Like I'm not even trying to glaze, not trying to spread no Chinese propaganda. I'm just being completely honest. I'm very honest. I'm a very honest person. Like if I see something I like it. If I don't like, I don't like it. I'm very straightforward. I'm very honest. And that city, I fucking love that city, man. A part of it is because I also love the community. It's very different because in America it's very diverse. So there's definitely a lot more like there's a lot more how do I say it? Differences in culture and stuff. But in that, and there's a lot of difference in culture too in China because China's a big ass place. But like in that small village city area, everyone knows like everyone. Everyone's like family to everyone. It's pretty wholesome if you think about it. And on top of that, the mountains are so cool, man. Like it's so sick being there and seeing the view. Like it genuinely makes me happy. I don't like the weather at all though. The weather is shit. There's a lot of fucking bugs, which makes sense because it's a mountainous area. And it's like a rainforest mountain type area. Not rainforest, but man, there's a lot of mountains. There's a lot of bugs. I got a lot of bug bites last time. It's horrible. I got like 10 on one leg, like one hike because I accidentally wore shorts instead of long pants. But I don't like the weather too much. It's very humid. Like it's very hot but dry. Not dry. It's not dry. It's very hot, and I don't like the pollution there either. It's very polluted. I'll be honest. It's also kind of dirty. It's not like dirty, dirty though. Like ah, I can't explain it. I can't explain. It's not dirty, but it's dirty. It's not dirty, but it's dirty. It's not the cleanest in the world, is what I'll say. Which is probably why there's a bit of pollution and shit. You can't even see the stars at night, man. Might be location. I doubt it. Like it just yeah. It's a really lovely place, so I love it. There's a lot of smell of smoke. A lot of people there smoke, but I don't want to say dirty though. It's not a dirty place. I'm trying to think of the word. Some places are dirty though. It depends on where you go, but it's a nice place. I like it a lot. It just a lot of people smoke. A lot of people, not a lot of people. Some people litter. Usually the older people. They're usually the ones smoking too. A lot of people smoke. Yo, when I went back there last summer, I visited a high school and they were doing Gall Call, which is like an exam to get into college, like the most prestigious exam before college. I think it basically like makes or break your career on whether you're gonna be a fucking successful businessman or a farmer, like a peasant farmer. It's unfortunate, but it's pretty tough over there. Academics very highly touted. I think that is changing though due to Western influence and shit like that. There's a lot of social media apps too in which you can thrive in. People like Douyin and shit like that. But with that being said, I went to a high school and what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, everybody was smoking. You go to the bathroom. The bathroom is filthy, by the way. High school bathroom, fucking filthy. When I was in America, the high school bathroom. There's some weirdos in there, of course, but it was relatively clean. But the ones in, at least in China I went to, keep in mind, it was a rural little city village area. It's not like the whole of China. I don't want to shit on my own people because it's not true. I've been there. I've been in many cities. I lived there for 7 years of my life. But from where my mom's from and that high school specifically, the bathroom was, the school itself wasn't dirty, but the bathroom, the boys' bathroom, fucking disgusting, man. There's fucking cigarette, cigarettes everywhere on the ground and trash cans. Like people smoke crazy, and it makes sense because they need to de-stress. It's very fucking stressful academics in China, man. And on top of that, it's also kind of like the cool thing to do. So they smoke. And when I was there, actually, people offered me a hit. They offered me to smoke, and I look here. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know where that smoke's been. I saw the trash can, but I don't know what nasty shit you guys been doing. But I'm good off that. I'm good, brothers. 안녕하세요. No, I'm kidding. That's Korean. Um, yeah, that was fucking insane. I'll be honest. Wait, okay, it says 41 minutes. I still got 19 minutes of yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Where did my orange even go? Fuck that orange. I don't give a damn. Yeah, no, crazy, man. Everybody smoked. Even the woman smoked. It was, I actually met some really cool people there, I'll be honest. There's a lot of students. Actually, all the students were, except for one guy, but all the other students I met that are really cool were all female. All the female students, they're cool as hell. They're my age, by the way. I know I said high school, but at that time, I was a high schooler too. They were 18. They were 17 to 19. When I went back, I was 18. So I was literally in their age bracket. So don't take that in a fucking weird way, by the way. I think literally all the females I talked to as well, they're 18. Make that very fucking clear, because I asked them too. I think the only person I talked to who was young was a guy I talked to who was 16. And let me just mention one fucking thing. He was a goddamn polar bear in Arkansas, or polar bear in Arlington, Texas. That was what it was. Um, Everybody there, I think due to like nutrition and just the area, they're very short. I think the average height of men were like 5'3", maybe even less to be honest. Maybe 5'2", maybe like 5'5". I'm not too sure, but they're very short. Maybe they're late bloomers. I'm not sure, but I mean, there's also some people who were like close to my height, which I'm 5'9". I'm just the average height, I think, globally. But yeah, there's some people my height, some people a little taller too. But like there are a lot more shorter people. At least in the classes I went to, it was a big ass school. I didn't see every fucking man. And the school I went to was, the classes that I would visit a lot and help teach English a lot. They were mostly female dominated. I don't really know why the teachers put me there. Like, do I look fucking gay? Do I look feminine? The fuck is wrong with y'all bitches? I'm kidding. I love them. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. It was a great experience. But yeah, all the main class I went to, they were like, there's like 90% females, 10% males, and the 10% males look gay. No, I'm kidding. They didn't. But what was I saying? Oh right, that one motherfucker, the one guy that I kind of kept in contact. I actually talked to him recently in America, just through WeChat, like a couple weeks ago. I'd say just checked up on him, see how he actually initiated first. I'm low key a horrible first texter. But he initiated first, like, yo, bro, how's everything been? Like, he's a really stand up, nice ass guy, but that motherfucker was tall as shit. He was like 6'4", bro. Everybody else was like 5'2". All the other guys were like 5'2". He was like 6'4". I don't know how his bum ass got to. He was 16 too, the youngest there. I don't know how the fuck. 16 years old, high school, senior in high school. I don't know how, but he was the youngest and the tallest, and he was fit too. The motherfucker was fit. Like I remember, I was like up on the, what's it called? Up at the front of the class, just introducing myself. I had to speak Mandarin, by the way, in a school where the main dialect was not even Mandarin. It was like this other Sichuan dialect. But they also understood Mandarin because that's literally like, it's like speaking basic English. It's basically that's just Mandarin in Chinese terms, basically. It's like the standard, the proper way, the formal way of speaking. Man, Chinese is Mandarin. That's the only way I really knew how to speak. But I remember I was at the front of class talking to them and shit. And when they asked questions, by the way, they would raise their hand. I said like yes, and then they would stand up to ask a question. Now I don't know about you boys, but usually you don't do that shit in America. I never did that shit. No one ever did. But yeah, basically they would stand up to ask a question and all that. Would just like talk to me and shit because we was I don't think I've ever seen an American. It was a very rural place, even like a Chinese American. But that was really fun, by the way. But yeah, no, when that dude stood up, that 6'4" dude, he stood his bum ass up to ask me. Sorry, not bum ass. He's a cool ass dude. I'm just using this as like descriptive terms to try to make the story funnier. But yeah, when he stood his bum ass up, I was like, boy, sit your tall ass down. But what the fuck? How do you even get this tall eating rice and shit? Like, god damn, you know. That was fucking crazy, bro. Like, I don't know how the fuck he got that tall from living in those circumstances, because it still wasn't the best circumstances. You know, the food there, the weather, like the schooling system they got put on too, is 6 days a week. By the way, they had to go up to Saturday, and it was like fucking 7 a.m. to like 9 p.m. every fucking day. I'm just straight school. There's like a 1 hour nap class too, which was my favorite part of visiting the school. High key, there's like a PE too. So I mean, there wasn't really any fat people. I'll say this: they were all fit. All of them were fit. All the females were fit. All the men were not fat. Like, it was genuinely impressive. I look, he was surprised. I'll say that's definitely a big something big I noticed in China in comparison to America. They were fit, bro. Um, but things were also very different, man. Anyways, let me get away from that talk, man. Talking about fucking China and shit. People gonna think it's fucking CCP propaganda or some bullshit. But let's move on to another topic, man. Let me get my orange back, man. Ugh! My power of talking. Yo, is this even gonna fit on my phone? I have no idea. I don't know how many gigabytes of this footage it's gonna be, but hopefully I can even upload this. I don't know if it's. I don't even have enough batteries on my mic. Bless you. Thank you. You're welcome. What did I eat today? Let me think. Definitely didn't eat an orange. I tell you that much. I would like one right now, though. I think I already mentioned this before, but what did I eat today? I had some rice with chicken. I actually love that meal, by the way. Like white rice with just bland, even bland chicken. Doesn't even have to be seasoned. Maybe seasoned with a little bit of salt and pepper. But honestly, I'm a very bland eater. I'll be honest. But the thing is, I also love fast food too. It's not like fast food disgusts me. I love fast food. Fucking love that shit. Chick-fil-A, I'll shove it down my throat. You know, McDonald's, I'm garfing it down. Um, so it's kind of like it's a bit of a weird what's that word? Um, what the fuck was that? I just farted, by the way. Hope you guys didn't hear that shit. That was not an excuse to fart, by the way. The car behind me actually made some noise, some random noise at 3 a.m. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, like I was saying, I don't eat too healthy. I'll be honest. I've been eating a lot outside since January. That was when it started. I'll be honest. Before that, I've been eating very good at home. Well, I've still been eating like a lot 'cause I'm a fat ass. Um, but I've been eating a lot outside more since January, and I think that's because that was when I got my license. Low key, I got it pretty late. Not because I can't. I'm a good ass driver, man. I'll tell you boys that much. Like on everything I love, on my mother's life, top three drivers of all time. Fuck yeah, I said it. Self-proclaimed. I don't give a shit. Um, yeah, no, actually no. I got my license in December, last December. So yeah, I got my license pretty late in America. If you're an American, you know, because you can get it at like 15 and a half. I got it at 18, but I look, you never needed it because I can just walk to places. And I passed my test first try, my driving test first try. Never had to do it twice. I passed the first try in December. Uh, so it was like a driving problem. I never really like thought of it, to be honest. I never really needed it until I don't know, until I just decided like, okay, let me start driving, man. Let me start going places. Let me start exploring. But unfortunately, I already kind of knew my fat ass. I'm only going out to get food. You know, I'm going to like this place just to get food. I'm going to school just to be on the way to get some food. Like, I'm low key like I'm such a fat ass, man. I be eating out a little too much nowadays, I'll be honest. And I do exercise like very intensely, so I'm able to burn off calories as well. But like I definitely gotta watch my diet. That's for damn sure. So maybe I gotta eat more oranges and less fries, you know. But I'll have you boys know, I've been like putting myself on some fire fast food chains. You know, they're not some 5-star Michelin stars shit, by the way, but just like I've been low. I have a notes on my phone with all my like orders for each restaurant, like McDonald's. I'll get like two quarter pounder with cheeses and no onions with like a small fry or some shit. Or I would get like a chicken sandwich, um, with pickles with like a filet o fish and a small fry. That's actually what I used to eat. Fun fact, I have not had McDonald's since I was in China at 7 since I used to live in China when I was 7 years old until February. This February. I had it again and then I probably had it like 15 other times since. So yeah. Um I used to be very healthy, man. I still am. Like I'm not gonna be regarded, you know. I know I censor myself when I already said retarded like 5 times in this video. Um but yeah, no, I really gotta watch my diet. I'm gonna be completely honest. Before I mean I can't really go I severely doubt I would ever go like but I definitely like get chubbier and gain like 10 pounds or something, which I'm not which I did actually since my weight loss journey. I went from 180 to like 159 and now I'm at 170 again. I don't actually feel too bad though at 170, but my face gets hella fat. I already have a big ass head, so that's looking one of my one thing I want to change. Not an insecurity by any means. I really do not care what other people think about me, but just something I personally want to change because I'm not happy with myself like that. I want to be locked the fuck in physically. There's just a bit of, I just have horrible self control. I'll be honest. I'll take accountability for that. Horrible self control, just in general, not just with food, but with like my ability to do like homework, study for tests. I always get it done, but I always procrastinate. Like I'm procrastinating this fucking video. It's 3 a.m. Why am I recording a video in an empty car at 3 a.m. in the garage? Like what am I doing with my life? It makes no sense. It really doesn't make any sense whatsoever. If I'm being completely honest, Jesus Christ, man, goodness gracious. But I'll be honest. What's been on my mind lately, besides this orange, is honestly college, and it's crazy. I did actually skip past this topic earlier when I was talking about it because I never cared about college. I never cared, never cared. Like Berkeley, Harvard, Yale, all these fucking places. I don't give a shit. I really don't, and I still don't. I don't. I really don't. Like people have different paths in life, different stories in life. That's not really my like. That's not my cup of tea. And I really do think you should just do what you love. You know, as long as it's ethical and you can monetize it. Just be smart and do something you love and work hard on it. Um, we're in America. I mean, not everybody watching this is, but speaking for Americans out there, you know, do what you love, man. Make it work. Make it work. You have to be smart with how you do shit though, and work hard too. This element. Don't just pick work hard and not smart or work smart, not hard. Pick one of those two. I mean, do both. But no, like I was saying, the fuck was I saying? I just forgot again. Oh right, I never been big. I never gave a shit about college, like what I got accepted into and stuff, until a couple days ago. I don't know what flipped the switch. Maybe because I got accepted into one school that I like. Low key, I didn't think I was going to. Actually, I did think I was going to, but I'm always kind of negative because you know I think like if you have a negative mindset, I mean if you expect the worst, you always get the best. I think MJ said that in Spider Man. How do I remember that shit? Jesus, I'm a goldfish memory. Still somehow remember that. But yeah, I look you have that mindset a lot to where I just expect the worst, so I wouldn't be disappointed. Um, and I got in, and I got in with a major I wanted to, which is pretty hard. I think with the business school major. So yeah, I started getting a little more invested and started thinking like, wait a second, I can actually get into this school, maybe even this school, or maybe this school as well. And that'll be coming out in a couple weeks from when I posted. I think the admission stuff. So low key, like every day, this has been like at least one time out of the day since where I'd be thinking like, yo, I'm just waiting for the submission, man. Like I'm a little nervous, but like it's kind of crazy. 'Cause I never thought I would give a shit, and I still don't think I do. Like I really don't. At the end of the day, if I got rejected everything, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Like it's not the end of the world. It's really not, and I could definitely succeed in life without it, you know. But I'm definitely gonna go to college, regardless of if I want to or not, because my parents want me to. I know I'm a grown ass man, but like, fuck, they'll probably fucking kill themselves if I don't go to college, man. They're very Chinese, man. Very fucking Chinese. Like, they wouldn't even let me, man. There'd be some dictatorial shit. Like, even though I'm a grown ass man, they'd be like, no, you better go to fucking college, you little bitch. They put like a gun to my head, like, shit, you better go to fucking college, you little shit. And yeah, I'll go to college, you know. I'll do it. Whatever. I'll go to college. But Yeah, we'll just have to go from there, man. It's kind of crazy because I don't know how old you guys are watching this right now. If you're like 12 or if you're like 21 or maybe like 25. I don't know how old you are, but assuming you're like my age or younger or maybe a little older even, it's like it is really honestly important to think about like what the fuck do you want to do for not just the rest of your life, but just to make a living for the next 10 years. You got to like think about that cuz unless you're balling off of like your parents' money and they're like billionaires or multi millionaires, you're gonna have to start thinking about that shit. My parents are not those. I grew up very middle class. I think even you can even argue a little bit below middle class if you know my family. You'd have to just kind of know my family, but actually no, I'd argue we grew up middle class. I don't want to undermine anything and try to fucking. I grew up middle class. I grew up middle class. I'm very fucking grateful for that because my parents grew up very bottom class. What's a bottom? I don't know. They grew up in some shitty dumps in China, bro, and they were able to lock the fuck in and make a better life for themselves, and not just for themselves, but for my brother and I as well. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful, and I do want to do the same for my kids as well. I do want kids. Oh my god, wait, hold on. I kind of dug my nails into this orange, which is the topic of this video. It's smelling a lot more like an orange now. I don't know if my sense of smell got better or if there's an opening, but my nails smell like orange too. Like when I'm grabbing it, I'm like actually putting my nails in a little bit, and like I've been doing that for the last hour basically. It's been 56 minutes, so yeah. Eventually, some orange little bits are gonna like seep through. That actually smells so good. Oh my god. I'm gonna make me a ramen when I get back. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna watch my motherfucking diet because I'm a good boy. Whoa, pause. That was weird. It's not healthy either. Look, I've been eating a lot of Shin ramen lately. I love Shin ramen. I used to think that was Chinese, by the way. I only found out recently that it was Korean, which makes a lot of sense because Shin ramen. I don't think Shin is even a Chinese word. I call it Shin ramen in Chinese, by the way. But yeah, Shin ramen is good, man. That red packet, it's so good. I love it. I love the spice packet too. It's my favorite part of it. This probably got like a lot. I think it's got a lot of MSG in it, which makes a lot of sense, which why it tastes so good. But I put it in like everything. Typically, I do kind of be a little selfish, not even selfish, but just a little hasty, and I just put the whole spice packet in my noodles because I got good spice tolerance. I'm Chinese as fuck. But sometimes if I want to save it, I'll put like half of it and save half of the sauce, and I'll make something else and put the rest of the half in it. Like, I'll make some fried rice and I'll put the rest of the half in it. I'll make some mac and cheese and I'll put the rest of the half in it. I've done that before. I think I did that today. Yeah, I literally did that today, earlier today. It was very unhealthy. I'm very not happy about myself for that, but I've been having a lot of horrible food cravings. I'll be honest. Ever since many months ago, when I started eating a lot more fast food places outside, because those were good, man. Those are good. I'll be honest. I think recently I had a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, man. I'd have Chick-fil-A. I got a chicken sandwich with American cheese, lettuce, pickles. Fucking bust. Now, gonna be honest, I think spicy chicken with that would be a little better. But even without it, it was so good. So good, man. So good. Absolutely extraordinary. I love oranges, man. Bless you. Thank you. You see, like I really burped because I envisioned myself eating this orange, and like that was my compliments to the chef. It's genuinely appalling, man. But I really love oranges. I gotta eat more of these. I'll be honest. You gotta stay healthy, boys. And oranges give a lot of good vitamin C. You gotta get vitamin D too. I'm not talking about dit. I'm talking about sunlight, man. Get some good sunlight, boys. Especially if you're young and still growing. Make sure to get vitamin. I don't even know what the other ones are. B, vitamin B, the swallow ones usually. Not too sure, man. But that's basically gonna that's basically gonna conclude my 1 hour car talk about oranges. I don't think I was able to stay on topic whatsoever, but I want to end this right at the 1 hour mark, like exactly. So I'm gonna time this perfectly. Oranges, man. What can I say? I cannot believe I actually was able to yap for an hour straight. Not even just about oranges, but about anything in general. I genuinely cannot believe I just did that. I can't. From 2 to 3 a.m. Why the fuck did I do that? Why? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm looking. I don't know. What am I doing with my life, man? I don't understand. I really don't. But yeah, it's gonna be it. Hope you boys enjoy this little orange app. Let me know if you want to do this with any other object. And I am officially out. Fucking love you guys. Bye bye.